YouTube. Good morning to you. Top of the day. Welcome to another edition of Chronicles of an OG. So let's get straight to it. How you start your day off today? Did you wake up and do your mirror work? Are you putting the energy that you need to put into yourself each and every day? I told you on this channel we're gonna talk about all type of things. Over the next couple months, I'm gonna give you bits and pieces of my life, my background, where I come from, how I get down. Today, this message is you gonna be real or you gonna be fake? Which one you gonna be? You gonna be real or you gonna be fake? Which one you gonna be? See, when you out there in them streets and you on them corners and you out there doing your thing, you gotta be real. Let me say that again. When you out there in the motherfucking streets, you got to be real. Now I'm about to dive off into a subject that's gonna rub a lot of people wrong. But I told you from the get-go, on this channel here, if you sensitive, you don't want your feelings hurt, you might as well get up off my channel. Because we ain't doing no sugarcoating over here. I told you we gonna take street culture, we gonna put that thing on a plate, and we gonna dissect this thing, man. Because I know and understand that street culture got my people, especially the ones who ain't authentic. See, that's what got the street culture messed up, period. You got too many fake ass dudes in the game. And you got too many people who don't know the difference. See, the way the street game go, it's supposed to be passed down to each generation. The rules, the codes, the ethics, how you supposed to carry yourself out there in them streets. But see, the ball got dropped, baby. The ball got dropped. See, I'm Generation X, so the generation before me, we call that was the pimp generation. That was the, get their swag on, all the, they had all the talk, the lingo, the suits, dressed real fly. They the ones who brought that Cadillac culture in, that Lincoln culture in. You know what I'm saying? That fur coat culture in. That was that generation. Straight up. They the one who taught us how to, be players and, womanize women and, fuck a bitch and, all that type shit. That's that generation right there. But my generation is the generation who truly pushed the culture which molded the image that America loves now. My generation is the generation that brought in hip-hop music. My generation is the crack generation. My generation is the generation of young men who was 14 and 15 kingpins. $10, $20, $30,000 a day. That's my generation. My generation is the blueprint for everything that's going on now in the thing y'all love so much. The music industry, the movie industry. Those are our stories they telling. So there's a movie I love dearly, Paid in Full. Woo! At the end of that joint right there, my boy Ace Boogie, he said something that was real profound. He said, nowadays you ain't gotta be nobody. You could just get on camera and portray like you a thug and a gangster. And the world accepts it. You ain't gotta put no work in. You ain't gotta prove yourself. You ain't gotta be authentic. You ain't gotta be authentic. See, my goal is to talk to young men who are out there in them streets. Because see, you have all kind of motivational speakers who fit the mold of different class groups and different ideologies and different philosophies. You know, there's somebody for everybody. But see, I know and understand there ain't too many in the industry who really come from them trenches. You see what I'm saying? I'm self-educated. I did a 2-year associate program when I was in federal prison, marketing, but everything else, I'm self-educated. I ain't never went to no college. I dropped out of high school, got my GED when I was in a county jail in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I acquired all my knowledge through self-education, through self-motivation. I've thought long and hard, like, how can I use my gift to reach people? Now, I've studied the greats. I've studied the greats. I told you, I spent 3 years. 3 years studying videos. I sat in my aunt's house in Atlanta, Georgia, upstairs in a room during the pandemic. That's all I did. For a reason. To see how the people were moving in the industry that I want to be in. It's not about just grabbing the camera and talking. Anybody can grab a camera and talk. But what's behind your message? My message is authentic. You see what I'm saying? I told you, anything I talk about, I done lived it. I done it. I done been around it. Period. So that's what I'm bringing to you here on Chronicles of an OG. I'm trying to give you what I know that's missing. Someone who really comes from the trenches. Somebody who is authentic. As I go on about my journey, and trying to grow myself into this industry, as I get to meet people, that's the one thing I'm going to promise them. I'm going to give you authenticity. I'm going to be authentic. See, to that young man right now on the corner, he out there grinding. He grinding. He's selling whatever he's selling. He trying to stay fly. He trying to impress some little young honeys. He trying to be cool in front of his homies. He ain't got no choice to be out there. Daddy going out the home. Mama probably strung out on drugs or some shit, don't give a flying F. Family's broken up. So he out there trying to survive. But then we want to label those people, savages. And what's going on with this generation? They're so out of control. They said that about my generation. They're monsters. They're out of control. What are we going to do with them? Now, see, I said to myself, I'm going to figure out a way to make sure that I try to keep my message simple. Now, there's going to be times, there's going to be a whole lot of times where I'm going to dive off into some deep science. And we're going to get deep. You got to keep up. And this is to the young men. This is to the young men. You got to keep up. You're going to have to up your brain power. You're going to have to up your vocabulary to keep up. Because my message can't always be watered down to the simplest form. Sometimes I gotta go up in them higher levels for the men. Because I got messages for them grown men too. You understand what I'm saying? For the grown men who are my age or a little younger who come from the trenches. But see, we done passed that point. We should have it figured out by now. But one of my passions is to get to that young man who ain't figured it out yet. To drop some jewels, to give him some food for thought, to help him figure it out. That's my duty. I've accepted my duty. I dropped my first video yesterday. Now, I said my plan was to drop, 2 or 3 videos a week. I dropped my first video yesterday. It was a tester video. But I'm going to post it and put it out there. Because that'll be a memory from when I started. I got up today and said, you know what? Ain't no need of procrastinating. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We done started now, baby. We done started. So y'all going to see me almost every day giving you something to think about. See, you got a choice. You gonna be fake or you gonna be real. See, I done already put on film that I done start my YouTube channel. I done already put on video that I'm gonna drop videos 2 or 3 times a week. So if I don't get up on here and deliver my message and drop my video, you know what that is? That's me being fake. That's me not keeping my word. I ain't going out like that, baby boy. I ain't going out like that, baby girl. I told you, we about to build this. We about to build this. We gonna get to the point where I'm able to get my message where my message needs to be gotten to. Now, everybody got their different styles of how they drop their messages. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sugarcoat your feelings. So basically, I'm on some drill sergeant shit. You see, I got my green on today. You see, I got my green on today. So I'm on my drill sergeant. Yeah. I'm going to drill this message into you. You gonna be real or you gonna be fake? Which one you gonna be? You gonna blame everybody in your life for your problems? And I don't care what age you is. I done been through so much stuff in my life. I carried so much baggage and anger for years and years and years. And I ain't even gave you my personal story yet. I ain't even dropped that off to you. Let me introduce myself. My name is James Edward Berger. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Raised in Boston, Massachusetts. At an early age, I had a traumatic experience happen to me. At the age of 8, my mother was taken from me and put in prison. For a crime she didn't do. For just being with the wrong person at the wrong time. But we gonna get into that later. But the point is, she was taken from me and my sister when I was 8 years old and my sister was 5. A traumatic experience. My father died when I was younger. I didn't know him. So I had my mother, my grandparents, and my aunts, and a bunch of cousins. No, I'm not saying I didn't grow up in love. I grew up in plenty love. Plenty love. But I carried the pain and anger of my mother being taken from me for years. I just let go of that pain about 5 years ago. Huh? You're not hearing me. I just let go of that pain about 5 years ago. And we gonna be authentic. I really let go of that shit 3 years ago. And I'll be 49 in January. I told you, we ain't about to sugarcoat your feelings over here, man. We ain't about to make no excuses. We not doing that over here. At all. You got a choice. You gonna be fake or you gonna be real? Which one you gonna be? See, when I ran out there to them street corners, me and my cousin, that was by choice. It was by choice. We ran out to the street corners by choice. Now, I'm not about to sit up here and tell you growing up in my childhood that I was starving, didn't have clothes. Nah, we weren't rich. We had everything we needed though. But the one thing I know that we was missing was male influence. My aunts did everything they could. Gave me all the love they could. But a woman can't teach a man to be a man. And I'm a firm believer in that. A woman cannot teach a man to be a man because she don't know what it is to be a man. Just like a man can't teach a little girl to be a woman. I'm a single father. I got a little daughter. I can't teach her to be no woman. I can give her rules and regulations, codes and ethics and morals. But I can't teach her that inner workings of what it is to be a woman. Because I don't know. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So I get up every day. Make this your best friend. Make this your best friend. Get up every day and do your mirror work. I do my mirror work. See, I accepted the fact of my reality. I'm a single father. I got a little girl I got to raise, but I can't teach her to be no woman. So I get the aid and assistance from the females in my family to aid and assist with her with the inner workings. So I got a choice to be real or fake with that situation. You know, like I said, I'm gonna give you more and more of my life as we do this damn thing. But I just want you to understand, man, I'm not with the pity party. I ain't with that. When I was running them streets, anytime I got bammed up, got in a situation with the police and they locked my ass up and took me up down to that thing, I ain't call home crying. I ain't never call home crying. And if I could put my aunt on camera right now, if I could put her on this camera right now, she verify that. I ain't never called from no goddamn cell crying. Come get never. Because I knew what I was doing when I was doing it. See, that's the thing. When I accepted the role of, hey, man, I'm going to be a thug. I'm thugging it out. I kept it 100. Which brings me to the point that I'm about to talk about. It's going to hurt a lot of feelings of this young generation, man. Your generation's soft, man. You soft. You want to blame everybody for everything going on. You soft. And then when you get bammed up, especially those out there in the street trying to be thugs, you get caught up. What's the first thing y'all niggas doing? Y'all get your tattletale on. You get your tattletale on. You know why you get your tattletale on? You know why the dudes in y'all generation, as soon as they get banned with the police, the first thing they do is break down and start talking like that goddamn little girl? You know why? Do you know why? Because they never should have been out there. I told you, I come from a generation, man. You didn't just run out there, man. You was groomed and taught and put out and you learned. These little dudes just run out there, don't know nothing. That's why I say the ball got dropped. See, there's a snitch culture going on now. It's a snitch culture. And like I said, I ain't glorifying the streets. But I said we gonna talk about street culture for a couple months. Because I'm trying to reach that little young dude right now. Right now as I'm making this video, there's some young cats on the corner hustling, grinding. Right now there's a drive-by happening. Right now. Right now, a group of little young dudes is in a house somewhere loading up straps, about to go put in work on an op. Right now, murder's happening right now. Right now, as I'm talking, somebody's getting their brains blown out. Right now, a judge's gavel is sentencing a young black man to 50 years, 100 years, life sentence. He ain't never coming home. Right now. So you got a choice. You gonna be real or you gonna be fake. So when you make the choice to go out there in the streets, A little G, handle the weight that come with it. When you get bammed up with the police, don't throw another man up under the bus and take him away from his family. You let the streets decide when he's gonna get taken from his family, either prison or jail. Or the grave. You let the streets decide if he gonna go to prison or if he gonna go to a grave. But you don't make the decision and tell on him because you got caught. That's sucker shit. So you gonna be real or you gonna be fake? I love music. I grew up with hip hop. I used used to rock the mic. I watch music videos every day. But I watch it for a reason. To keep up with the culture, what's going on, and just watch how it done changed. And I watch and I see, and I'm like, damn. See, the one thing about me, man, when I'm out and about, I attract young people. When young people around, they feel the vibe, man, because I ain't one of them older cats looking down on them, this and that, man. Look, man. Baby, I was out in them trenches for real. Huh? My DNA's in the streets. So I understand you. I understand you. You ain't got to sugarcoat with me, baby boy. I understand you. That's what I'm about to bring to this industry. I'm about to bring the real. Because I understand you. I understand your story. I understand your pain. I understand it. I'm not going to judge you. I'm about to stick my chest up like, you need to do this. Nah, I'm not about to do that. I'm about to say, hey, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do. I'm going to tell you the truth. You want a thug? Hey, you want a thug? Pardon me for a minute. Because you know, like I said on this channel, we ain't gonna do no faking on this channel. We not gonna do that. You see this right here? It's a coin. It's a coin. It's two sides to a coin. It's two sides to a coin. So when you decide you want to be thugging, think of this coin. Either you're going to go to jail eventually, or you're going to go in the grave. But there's another option. But I don't want to talk about that option really, because I don't want you to fool yourself to think you might be the one. Because there's some cats who get out there and do their thug thizzle, and they get the bag, and they make it out. They take that money and they go start something positive. I said, we're not promoting the culture. I'm not promoting and glorifying street life. I'm not promoting that. But it's a reality. It's part of the fabric of this society. America was built on crime. It is what it is. America was built on crime. I'm a man who believes in stats and statistics. And statistically speaking, two options are going to happen. You're going to go to prison or you're going to go to the grave. Now, there's other stats. Some people get shot and then they leave, they paralyzed, or they limping. Or some people make it out with the bag and they go start businesses and they get into real estate and they groove and groove. That's 1%, baby. For every 100,000 drug dealers, that's one. For every 100,000 drug dealers, one. So I don't want you to confuse yourself, think you're going to be that one. I don't want you to do that to yourself. See, I know what it is to be hungry. I know what it is to wake up every day and say, man, I can go get $1. I know why you out there hustling. I know why you in the trenches. I know why you plotting and scheming. You see what I'm saying? Let me share something with you, man. You got all type of lanes in the street. You got the people who sell the drugs, you know. You got the people who especially in this generation, they scamming. You know what I'm saying? You got the stick up kids. And that was me. Yeah. I've been selling drugs damn near my entire life. Even when I was in prison, I was selling drugs. But the thing that motivated me, see, I had a fetish for them guns. I like them guns. Now, I'm a firm believer in our amendment right to bear arms. So let me go and put that out there. I'm a firm believer in carrying firearms. Facts. I'm a firm believer in 420. I don't judge nobody who smoke marijuana. So let me put that out there so later down the line, when I'm building my brand and I'm out talking, so we're going to just talk about this right now. I don't nod my head at marijuana. I ain't one of them people. I ain't sitting up on the high. I don't know nobody who's ever smoked marijuana, went out and killed up a school full of people. Now you on that hard drug shit, yeah, I get that. I get that. Anything that man takes and he alters, I get that. But some shit that grows up out the ground, it grows up out the ground, nah. That's why they legalize in a lot of states. So let me put that out there. I'm a firm supporter and advocate of marijuana. So we ain't got to talk about that, because one of the businesses that I'm working towards is a dispensary. So let me go on and put that out there. I'm trying to open up a dispensary, not just one, a couple in the future. So I'm putting my life out here so you already know the truth. Authentic. Because I don't need the little trolls and the little people who always want to try to pinpick this and that and that. I'm giving you my life. I'm going to give you my life every time I get up on this camera. I'm going to keep it 100. But I loved them guns growing up. And I'll never forget. Now, I ain't going to drop names on here because, that's dry snitching. But we just going to say my man, you know what I'm saying? When I grew up in Boston, I got with an older cat. And I'll never forget, he took me on a lick. So when we go do the lick, after the lick, my adrenaline's pumping, boom, boom, boom. We get back in the car, get to the apartment. So when we dump on the bed, once again, I'm not glorifying